Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jake from TNJ, and welcome to the Nashville Stars franchise. We are here in the World Series in game number 4, and down 2-1. We have to go back to one of our elite pitchers to face their number 1 draft pick in this entire series in Derek Chan. We will decide to start Colin Ozuna in the outfield. A different look here. I like Ozuna. He's got playoff experience, and he's been with us since the beginning of this series. We have developed him. He's more of a bench guy, but he can come off the bench and really produce for us. We go back to Bradley McDougald for his 4th start here in this playoffs. 115 whip, 17 innings pitched, 3.63 ERA. And he faces Derek Chan. Like I said, the number 1 pick Atlanta chose in this entire series. He's still rocking with them. He is their number 4 starter in the rotation. Here we go. Brendan Rodgers will lead off this game here for Atlanta, as we have a lot of work to do. Our offense has to keep up with this Atlanta bat. Here is a ground ball up the middle. This one charged by Sandoval. Throw on to first. Will get the runner, Luis Urias. Ronald Acuna Jr. up to the plate now with 2 outs. He swings and hits one deep. This one will be back to the track. Will it get over the wall? It does. Ronald Acuna is heating up here in the World Series. 4-11 to left center. And Atlanta takes the 1-0 lead. It's usually the Nashville Stars doing this to other teams. Instead, the Braves start this game out 1-0. Matt Olson to the plate, who has not really been Matt Olson here in the World Series so far, but it's still 1-0. Willy Adames now to the plate. We have him at that leadoff spot. We have Colin Ozuna down at the 5 spot and moved Adames up to give us a little bit of a different look versus a lefty in Derek Chan. That brings up Kerry Dawson. He swings that one on the corner. And the second straight strikeout of this first inning, bringing up Rafael Devers to the plate. Impossible to get out here in the playoffs. Hits one well to right center. Acuna giving chase. He jumps and cannot make the grab. It bounces off of his glove, and Devers will have a double here with 2 outs. Now, Kendrick Franklin Cole has been hitting amazing so far here in the playoffs. 347 as that moves Dom Thompson Williams down in the lineup, but he just flies out to right field. Eduardo Cabrera, the NL Rookie of the Year, is under that one. On to the top of the 3rd inning, Bradley McDougald facing Josh Lowe at the plate. Ground ball to 3rd. Easy play here for Devers. And we will have the first out of this inning, bringing up Cabrera. Only hitting 167 here in the playoffs. That's a swing and miss on an inside fastball. Good location on that one. His 4th strikeout of the game, bringing up Brendan Rodgers at the top of the lineup. That's the guy you don't want to walk because he has been struggling. Luis Urias comes to the plate now with 2 outs, and he gets a pitch over the middle. Urias, deep fly ball to left field. Will it stay in the yard? It does. So we luck out here and gets out of that inning, and now we start the bottom of the 3rd. Willy Adames starts out the 3rd inning with a single to the right field off of Derek Chan. We haven't really been able to get good wood on his pitches yet. That brings us to the top of the lineup with Kerry Doss, who gets a pitch up in the zone. Good timing on the swing. Just a high fly ball to left field. And the Braves are through 3 innings. No damage off of Chan yet. Rafael Devers to the plate, still hitting the ball well. This one's hit well to right center field, and it will be a single here to start out the bottom of the 4th. Devers not the greatest runner in the world, but that will bring up KFC, who does not swing at that curveball for Chan's 5th strikeout of the day. Colin Ozuna got the start in center field, coming up in that 5th spot, and he gets a pitch to hit deep to left center field. It will get to the wall. Devers will round 3rd. He will head home. Ozuna rounding 2nd. He will head to 3rd, and he will have a triple. Colin Ozuna has had some clutch moments in this series, and he comes through with an RBI triple with that swing, and he gets all the way to third, and it's going to be a man on third base and no outs in this inning, or 1 out in this inning. But the speed of Ozuna really changes things, as that brings up Dom Thompson-Williams. Long fly ball to left center. It will be deep enough to score Ozuna. At one point, we thought Colin Ozuna was going to be the starting center fielder for the future of the Stars, but he comes through as he still is a great reserve. He drives one in and scores himself. Kurt Zambrano to the plate, though, and he will swing and miss at the high heater as we move on to the bottom of the 5th. Jimmy Sandoval at the plate. He hits one hard up the middle. That one almost grazed the pitcher right there with a single up the middle. Sandoval can steal bags pretty well. We'll see if we send him here, as that brings up Dante Wild to the plate, and he hits one well up the middle, and that will be a single. And unfortunately, it was hit right to Acuna. Even if we would have rounded second and head to third, Acuna with a great arm in center probably would have thrown out Sandoval. But we have runners on first and second here. No outs. Bringing up Willy Adames, who hits one well to right center field. This one will be back to the warning track, and it will be caught. Man, Acuna is so good in center field. He covers a whole lot of ground out there, as it at least will tag the runner over to third base, and it will bring up Kerry Doss to the plate now. 3-1 pitch, and he's just late on this one. It says it's good timing, but it's just a fly ball to right field. Kerry Doss, maybe not as good as hitting those high pitches in the zone, but that will bring up Rafael Devers in a clutch situation where he loves hitting with runners in scoring position. He's 2 for 2 today. Pitch over the middle will be driven deep to center field. This one will score a couple of runs, but it does more. Home run off of the batter's eye. His 6th home run of the playoffs. How good has Devers been in this series? I mean, just time and time again, these big clutch hits. And that one was crushed. 105 exit velo, 450 feet. It's now 5-1. KFC up to the plate next with 2 gone, but he will just fly out to Acuna. But we have the 4-run cushion going into the second half of this game. We decide to go to Ty Macklin. We actually are having a fatigue issue in our bullpen. A lot of our guys are actually tired, and we don't have the depth that we had last year coming out of the pen. The first batter will be Luis Urias, who gets enough wood on this one. How is that a single? An inside pitch, he hits it to right field, and it drops down. Well, the tough part of their lineup comes up. Acuna hits one well to the left side. That one gets through as well. So now runners on first and second here. Pretty much a nightmare scenario, as that brings up Matt Olson, who was 0 for 2 today. Outside splitter. We get him looking. So the first out of the inning right there. But that brings up Brandon Lowe, who is hitting pretty well in the playoffs so far. 2-2 pitch, and he hits one to short, and it's going to be caught. And it will bring up the next batter here with 2 outs. Dansby Swanson to the plate, 0 for 2 today. It brings it to a 3-2 count here. 2 outs, runners on the move, and a low slider will load up the bases for Sean Murphy, who has been hitting the ball extremely well. 17 pitches in this inning only. And we will go to the bullpen and bring in Joel Payamps, our best relief pitcher in our bullpen. 5 games in this postseason. He's been pretty good. 12 strikeouts, no walks. Sean Murphy to the plate now. He hits one to right field, but it's going to hang up in the air and will remain in the ballpark. And this 5-1 lead remains intact as we move on to the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Kurt Zambrano, who has really been struggling to hit the ball. He has been good defensively. A lot of guys have been getting thrown out this postseason, but this is one of the things that he needs to do, hit the ball better. So Josh Lowe comes up to the plate again now in the top of the 7th inning, and Joel Payamps is still on the mound for us, but he gives up a double here to the left center gap. I love the corner outfielders that we have with Dante Wild and Dom Thompson-Williams. They definitely don't allow triples like we've been seeing, like Colin Ozuna had earlier. Eduardo Cabrera, the Rookie of the Year, he gets a hold of a pitch low, driven deep to right field. It's not coming back. It's a home run here for Atlanta. You can't keep them down for long. They are such a good hitting team, and that's the Rookie of the Year right there. He's actually been struggling in the playoffs. As that brings up Brendan Rodgers to the plate now. He is hitless today. That one will be a fly ball in the infield. As that brings up Luis Urias hitting in that 2 spot with 1 out. He hits one well to left field. This one stays in the yard but will knock off of the wall and a double. And man, another one of these scenarios where they have runners in scoring position with Ronald Acuna and Matt Olson coming up. And we have to just make a decision here. We go to the bullpen. Even though Payamps, I know how good of a pitcher he is, but I have to go to the all-star, TJ Antone. And we'll see if we can get out of this jam. Facing Ronald Acuna. Outside slurve. It's a strike 3 swinging on that pitch. As that will bring up Matt Olson to the plate. And we will kind of pitch around him. We want to avoid him. We'd rather go to Brandon Lowe, despite him hitting tremendous in the playoffs. And that's a low sinker. Strike 3. The Braves will swing and miss at a couple of pitches, and now we move on to the bottom of the 7th inning. Marco Gonzalez into the game here for the Atlanta Braves. He faces Dante Wild, who goes to opposite field, waits back on that one, and a great play in left field. That could have saved a couple of extra bases on that one, and now that brings up Adames. He gets fooled on the curveball, strike 3. On to the 8th. A 5-3 lead here as TJ Antone remains on the mound here. Inside sinker, up and in. That will be a ball 4. So Josh Lowe coming to the plate. I decide to go with Robert Suzuki out of the bullpen, who's probably been one of our better pitchers here this postseason. But we don't have many options. Josh Lowe hits one to right field. And a great play by Dante Wild. And that might have saved maybe a run on that one if it gets past him. But Dante Wild with some excellent hustle right there. Playing in right field today. I decided to switch him and Dom Thompson-Williams. Bringing up Eduardo Cabrera, who already went deep today. 2 for 3. Man on first base. He hits one over the shortstop's head. It's going to get all the way to the wall in left field. Wild, actually Dom Thompson-Williams will field this one. And a runner will come across the plate. It is now 5-4 in the 8th inning. And we are in a bit of trouble. Man on second base. Eduardo Cabrera, the Rookie of the Year, has pretty much driven in all the runs today. But the top of their lineup comes to the plate now. Brendan Rodgers, who's been struggling. 0 for 3. Hits one well to right field. It gets over the glove of Wild to the wall. It's a tie ball game. Definitely a nightmare scenario here for the Stars. Up 5-1, and we give up 2 straight innings with 2 runs. And we decide to go to the bullpen. And even though Jack Leiter just started last game, we have to bring him in for 1 out. That's all I need from Jack Leiter in this situation. Facing Luis Urias. And Urias goes deep to right field. This one will be off of the wall. Fielded by Wild. It will score 1 run. And Atlanta has the 6-5 lead. Just incredible here. And that brings up Acuna to the plate. Jack Leiter has to face 3 batters, remember. And a soft ground ball to first. And that one will get out of the 8th inning. But the Braves just come back in this one. And we move on to the 8th. That will bring up Kerry Doss, Rafael Devers, and KFC to the plate now. Kerry Doss hits one to short. And Dansby Swanson, easy throw to first base. Doss hasn't been hitting the ball extremely well here in the World Series, but Devers has. But that's a missile right to Cabrera in right field. 2 outs as that brings up KFC to the plate now. Russell Rhodes looking to go 1, 2, 3, and he will. Fly ball to center field. 6-5 ball game. We move on to the bottom of the 9th inning. They bring in their closer, the reliever of the year, AJ Minter, has not blown a save yet, but that's going to be Colin Ozuna. Deep fly ball left field. Get out ball. It gets to the wall. It knocks off of the wall. It looked like the left fielder had the ball in his glove, and it may have just knocked off of it, but Ozuna almost tied the ball game up with that swing. A wild game 4 here, 6-5, and it looked like maybe the left fielder just played it wrong. I'm not even sure. So that brings up Dom Thompson Williams to the plate now. No outs. He hits a missile to center field right to Acuna, but that was a tailor-made line drive right at Acuna, and he just guns it home. We can't tag up on that. Kurt Zambrano up to the plate, and like I said, has had his struggles. I thought about Taylor Trammell here, but I cannot deal with the strikeout. I thought about Brian Lacker, but he has a lack of experience in the playoffs. So I go with Enrique Bradfield, who got the day off today, and we'll see what he can do. A 2-2 pitch is low, and that's a swinging strike 3. 2 outs. The game is on the shoulders of Jimmy Sandoval here. 1 for 3 today. A 3-1 pitch up in the zone. He's going to foul that one off. The cutter high. And now a 3-2 pitch here. 2 outs. This one's low. And we will get another base runner. Bringing up Dante Wild, hitting in that 9 spot. We already know how clutch he's been so far. OPS over 1,000 with one swing of the bat. And with good speed on first base, Jimmy Sandoval could score with a hit to the gap. 3-2 pitch, low. It's a called strike 3. That ball barely grazed the corner of the strike zone, and it's going to be strike 3. The funny thing about that strike 3 call is that I have been hitting that corner all game long and never got the call. And then when the game is on the line, you call that strike 3. That is terrible, terrible umpiring. 6-5 loss. And now a 3-1 deficit here for the Nashville Stars. Just incredible. I did not see this coming at all. Man, the Stars have their back against the wall now, and we have to win every game from here on out. Do the Stars have it in them? Hit subscribe, hit that like button, stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.